They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Centennial Bank Stadium in Jonesboro, home to the Red Wolves of Arkansas State. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Arkansas State Red Wolves. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Hawkeyes will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Harrell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. This time he's got his man. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Red Wolves getting set on first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Guys, you think about where Arkansas State is as a program. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
First quarter, first drive, first strike delivered, and it's the defense that comes up with the big play. Talking to the defensive coordinator, he felt really good about his pass defense, and he wasn't lying. Interception on the first drive, great possession.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. To the ground with the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Surging forward on the sneak. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Makes a grab in the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Iowa! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
To the air, it's Madsen. Finds his tight end. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. He'll set up to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Jumped on top of the pile. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Lost to fire on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Takes a handoff. It's Washington. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's got the tight end. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it away for the 1st time tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. He rifles one deep down the right side.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Throws to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dupree. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. And the Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, he'll try to throw. This time he's got it. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. from the gun, the ground game. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The play action fake. He lets it fly. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Red Wolves. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They go to the ground. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pulls it in. It's Tuggle. Crosses the 45. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Hawkeyes look to keep this drive humming. From the red zone, looking for a space. Finds his big tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Moulton. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that's going to give us a tie ball game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. USC is currently ahead early in this one inside the Coliseum, but unlike the days of Reggie Bush and Matt Leinart, they just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 12 over Sam Houston. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend.
Turning it on. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Red Wolves come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. And the Red Wolves had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Red Wolves didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Wolves!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. They'll try the run. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Cobb. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle, it's Tuggle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. Going to swing it on second down. Here's the pressure. Quarterback gets enough. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This time it's complete. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Makes the catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the run, it's Moulton. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Hawkeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And how about this young fella? They're slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Madsen. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds a man on the left. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. They'll immediately call timeout. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bit.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
To the air on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And the Red Wolves will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one. Yeah. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. The 20. Touchdown, Iowa. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down and more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas State. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Looking for room, it's Washington. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be 4th down. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Back to throw, it's Madsen. It's complete to the left. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Tussey. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to throw it. Touchdown, Red Wolves! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got a man. It's Cobb. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Going to try to get it himself. Push down for the tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now they'll try the right side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Sullivan. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Hawkeyes will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Hand off from the shotgun. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That's caught. It's Harrell. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Red Wolves are marching down the field. Wants to throw. It's Madsen. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Might be changing the route. Throws to the tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Looking for the end zone. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've reached the break, and Arkansas State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Cobb. stumbled to the ground.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Alert, alert, right? Quarterback under center. You're thinking quarterback sneak on short yardage. Defensive lineman, great job. You got to get that penetration. You just can't let him go straight downhill. Make that thing bow. And I always love how you see guys diving over the top. Great effort by the defense.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! The extra point here would tie the game.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Dupree. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
It was a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Red Wolves with the 1st and 10. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Red Wolves have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and his offense is smelling the end zone. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Wolves, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wants to keep it in the air. Quarterback extends the play. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball at him.
Touchdown, Red Bulls! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. The offense has a chance, down one possession in the fourth. Back to throw, it's Sullivan. The sure hands, it's Cobb. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, no mystery here. 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Makes it past the marker. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. Scanning the field, it's Madsen. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Red Wolves come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
He's got it on the run. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, he gets the 1st down on that one. I think if he could do it over, though, he would do his best to stay inbounds and try to bleed as much clock. With the lead right now, obviously the clock is their ally. That's something that they're going to work more on in practice as the season progresses.
And I don't blame this offense at all for throwing the football down here. Like, you can trust. He's already got 4 touchdown passes on the day. He's proven he's trustworthy. Nice job by the defense.
Touchdown, Arkansas State! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That 4th down giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense
Turning it on! Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. This is a situation you dreamed of in the backyard, but now it's for real. One last chance late in the game. Final drive coming for this offense. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw, it's Sullivan. Here's a heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Going for the marker on the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set.
No gain on the play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Now facing a third and long. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's going to go down as time has run out. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.